Much of the time, you're out in conditions like this. And while safety is always top of mind, you have pretty clear access to the tower so you can climb up, do your job, climb down, and move on. But what happens when you have to access a mountaintop site in the dead of winter? The word challenging comes to mind. As a climber, you need to be safe. Let's take a look at what you need to know about what promises to be an amazingly thrilling part of the job: getting to a job site on a snow tracker. Hang on, it's gonna be a wild ride.
I think it's kind of difficult. How long have you been operating?
A long time. Really needs to be certified operator training, where we go through a rigorous exercise of how to operate the machine.
What happens if we get stuck up there?
Well, in our plan, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to call in and let somebody know that we are stuck. But we have things with us. We've got snowshoes, we've got emergency kits. We've been through the training on what to do to survive until somebody gets here.
How does this thing fit into our emergency action plan?
In the plan, what we do is we're going to call in the incident right away. So we go by the plan, and we get you down the mountain to the prearranged site to get you out of here.
What about avalanches?
Avalanches are a real concern up here, especially this real steep country, a lot of fresh snow. Our main thing is to avoid the avalanche areas and to be very careful if we need to cross them so that we're not causing one.
We've got a whole checklist here that we've got to go through. It's similar to like a pilot would be flying his plane. He's got a checklist that he goes through to ensure that the machine's safe. One of the first things on our list is a PLB, personal locator beacon, to make sure that you're safe and we can find you if there's a problem. Satellite phones, we want to make sure we have a chainsaw on board that works, functions properly.
Wait, why do you have a chainsaw?
A lot of times you can get heavy snow that'll put trees into the roads, or sometimes you can get heavy winds and that can block our access. Having one on board, we're able to cut them, get through, and access our tower site safely. Snowcat toolkit is always good to have on board. We need to make sure if the cat were to break down that we could fix it. One really important piece is the operator's manual. That's going to tell us all about the machine, how to operate it properly. Snowshoes, snow shovels, spare hydraulics. So we want to make sure that we check all of the boxes before we even start to go up to make sure that we can make it up there safe.
Wait, what happens if we get stuck?
We've got a preset out time, so if we don't make it out and check in by that preset out time, the company is going to send us some help.
Before we take off this morning, we're going to walk around and do the basic inspection on the machine before we go up the road. We're looking for any problems and just making sure that everything works. The most important part of this check is to make sure that we're not going to have a problem. If there is anything, we want to take care of it here because we don't have any problems on the hill. And then the last thing is we want to make sure that we have all of our safety gear with us and that we're ready to go.
As a climber, it's your job to be aware of the situation around you when faced with challenging conditions. Be prepared both personally and with your equipment. It comes down to this: either do it right or don't do it. Stay safe, my friends.